Have you ever met someone who seemed almost too perfect? Calm under pressure, always polite, generous with their time. Yet something didn't sit right. You couldn't explain it. But their presence left you strangely unsettled. What if I told you the real danger isn't found in loud tempers or open aggression, but in something far more quiet? Carl Jung, one of the deepest thinkers of the modern era, warned us about a kind of person who hides in plain sight, often admired, sometimes even praised. But beneath that carefully managed exterior lies a truth most people would rather not face. We're not talking about liars, manipulators, or narcissists in the obvious sense. The person Jung warned us about the most is one we rarely suspect, because they don't act like a threat. They are calm, measured, thoughtful. In this video, we'll dive into Jung's profound insight about human nature and uncover the hidden trait that marks the truly dangerous among us. By the end, you may start to see others, and maybe even yourself, in a completely new light. And if this resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe to the Mental Dose channel and join our Telegram community. We're building something real, a space to explore the human psyche beyond surface-level advice. Let's begin. Jung believed that each of us wears a kind of psychological mask. He called it the persona, the face we present to the world. It's how we function in society, how we gain approval, how we stay safe in the eyes of others. But behind that mask lies something far more complex, a deeper layer Jung called the unconscious, and within it lives the shadow. The shadow is not evil, it's not monstrous, it's simply honest. It contains everything we've pushed away in order to fit in. Our raw emotions, our forbidden desires, our pain, our hunger for control, for love, for truth. As children, we learn what parts of us are acceptable and what parts are not. We're praised for being obedient, polite, humble. We're quietly punished for being angry, bold, curious, or different. So we begin hiding those parts. But here's the twist. What we hide doesn't vanish. It waits. Buried in the shadow are not just our so-called flaws, but also our power, our instincts, our strength, our voice. When we ignore these pieces of ourselves, they don't sit still. They twist, they gather force, they show up in strange ways, through anxiety, through dreams, through self-sabotage. This is why Jung believed that what you do not make conscious will rule your life, and you will call it fate. Because when someone believes they are above anger, above jealousy, above selfishness, they become blind to the ways those very traits control them. They say they're just being helpful, but they're actually controlling. They claim they're setting boundaries, but they're punishing you. They insist they're spreading love, but it's laced with quiet resentment. They don't lie to others first, they lie to themselves. Jung saw this dynamic as a spiritual sickness, not because people are evil, but because they are disconnected from themselves. And the more they deny that disconnection, the more others get caught in the crossfire. This is why some of the most damaging people you'll meet will not look dangerous at all. They will look enlightened, compassionate, put together, but they are at war with themselves. And it's a war they're not even aware they're fighting. Now, here's where it gets even more intense. The more someone clings to their identity as a good person, the more their shadow grows in secret. It starts finding its own ways out. Maybe through sarcasm, maybe through passive aggression, maybe through controlling relationships masked as care. But the more they deny the darkness, the more the darkness chooses how it comes out. This is not about blaming people. It's about seeing clearly. Jung never suggested we get rid of the shadow. In fact, he believed integrating it, facing it with honesty and compassion, was the key to wholeness. When we admit to ourselves, yes, I'm capable of anger, yes, I sometimes manipulate, yes, I have desires I don't understand. That's when we begin to grow. That's when we become trustworthy. Not because we're perfect, but because we are aware. Jung's warning wasn't about evil people. It was about people who pretend they have no darkness at all. Because when you refuse to look within, you project outward. You blame your boss, your partner, society, but you never stop to ask, what am I not seeing in myself? And this is the most dangerous person of all. The one who refuses to self-reflect. The one who insists they are always right. The one who wears their kindness like armor, but secretly resents the world for not applauding them enough. They become a mystery even to themselves. And mystery, when wrapped in denial, becomes chaos. But here's the good news. The shadow is not here to destroy you. It's here to awaken you. It's the part of you that holds your fire, your voice, your truth. When you dare to look at it, not with judgment, but with honesty, you begin to reclaim your power. So Jung's message wasn't one of fear. It was a call to courage. The courage to turn inward, to say, I am not only light, I am also shadow, and both are mine to carry. That is the beginning of wisdom. That is the beginning of real integrity. If this message resonated with you, consider sharing it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want to support deeper psychological content, hit the thanks button or subscribe to Mental Dose. We're not here to escape the human experience. We're here to understand it together. And remember, the most dangerous person is not the one who feels their darkness. It's the one who pretends they have none. Look closely, not just at others, but at yourself. Because the deeper we look into others, the more we're invited into the depths of our own soul.